Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Join me for part 2 as I continue my Bruce Lee LA tour with Bruce Lee artist and friend Steve Walling, where we visit the Bruce Lee Memorial Statue in LA Chinatown, Bruce Lee's first LA Gung-Fu School, his home in Culver City, California, and much more. So now, Steve Walling and I are heading over to the Bruce Lee Memorial Statue in LA's Chinatown. So follow me. The Bruce Lee statue should be right over there. And there it is, right at the entranceway. But first, let's take a look back at Shannon Lee unveiling the Bruce Lee statue back in 2013. Wow, this is exciting. Man, let's see this. Wow, look at that.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? On behalf of Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa and the City of Los Angeles, it's my distinct honor and privilege to bring warm greetings to each and every one of you gathered here today for this auspicious occasion, celebrating 75 years of Los Angeles, New Chinatown, and the groundbreaking of the Bruce Lee statue. I was sitting next to Shannon at the dinner earlier, and we were reminiscing about how long it's taken to get to this point. But it's through the hard work and efforts of everybody at the Chinatown Corporation, the Shannon Lee, and everyone who has believed in the legacy of Bruce Lee, the work he has done here. He used to have a studio here on College Street in Chinatown. So to honor his legacy and to have his statue here in Chinatown is a momentous occasion. So on this groundbreaking, best wishes to each and every one of you on behalf of the mayor. Congratulations and happy birthday to Chinatown.
Last but not least, Shannon, would you like to say a few words?
First, let me say happy birthday, Chinatown. That's amazing, 75 years. And I just really want to thank everyone for their efforts. As it has already been said, this took a long time. It was a long process, but I'm so grateful to everyone involved and to all of you for believing that there should be a statue here and for making it happen. We're not there yet. Just because you see the statue here today doesn't mean that we're finished. We have now to raise the funds to create a proper installation for the statue, and I hope that everyone here will help us in that effort so that this statue of my father will be here for time immemorial. So, but you know, my father, he had a school here on College Street, as was mentioned, and you know, before his movies came out, the Chinese culture in the United States really wasn't represented with as much authenticity as it should be, and the beauty of the culture and the authenticity of its people, and that was his mission. And so I'm so thrilled that not only will there be a statue here in LA's Chinatown, this will be the first Bruce Lee statue in the United States. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you, to the Chinatown Corporation, to the government, and everybody for coming together and making this happen. I'm really, really grateful. And I look forward to being able to come and visit the statue. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Now, what's next? I think all of you have been waiting for this. The unveiling of the Bruce Lee statue. So the Congressman, Shannon, Ray, Chris, Jason, Mike, Board of Directors, join me in helping unveil the statue. statue. Now I'd like to give credit to one person, I hope he's around, Pedro Chan, for commissioning and financing this statue. So let's give a hand for Pedro Chan and the Bruce Lee Committee and the Board of Directors of the Chinatown Corporation. Everybody enjoy.
Hey guys, Charles Damiano here again with Steve Wallen, and we're now here at our third spot on Bruce Lee. We came to LA Chinatown, where they erected this beautiful statue of Bruce Lee. I have never seen it before, so I had to take advantage of visiting this. Steve, have you been here before?
This is my first time here, and man, this is overwhelming. This is awesome. Yeah, I didn't know it was this big.
Yeah, so they put this statue here in 2018, and I'm gonna read what it says here on the plate of this statue for you guys. It says, the Bruce Lee Statue Project is a community initiative aimed at celebrating the life and legacy of Bruce Lee through the placement of a statue in Los Angeles, Chinatown. Bruce Lee's contributions to martial arts and action films were truly innovative. More importantly, however, Bruce Lee was an Asian American pioneer who changed our cultural landscape by breaking down racial barriers and creating a personal philosophy that continues to inspire millions of people the world over. Dedicated September 28, 2018. This is very well deserved, man,
yes.
right?
Oh,
to put the statue here of our hero, Bruce Lee. So had to see this, man.
Now they've got to do one in San Francisco.
Hit the pose now.
Let's hit the pose, Steve.
All right.
Whoa. This is great. Thanks, man. Thank you. So now, Steve and I are making our way to Bruce Lee's first Gung-Fu School in Los Angeles, California. And it's located at 628 College Street. And it's right down this block. Hey guys, we just walked a couple of blocks from the Bruce Lee statue in LA Chinatown, and we came across Bruce Lee's first martial arts school that he opened up in Los Angeles, California. It's 628 College Street, and Steve and I just stumbled across it here.
Yeah.
And we were just looking at the door, and we noticed that it still says down there at the bottom, Chinatown, Los Angeles, Bruce. And I believe this was a temporary JKD school opened up by someone called Eric Carr. I was hoping that he'd be here today so that we can see him demonstrating some JKD, but it looks like this may have been maybe a temporary school that he opened up just temporarily.
I think that's what I heard. It was going to be a temporary thing.
Because now it seems vacated, but this was the actual school that Bruce Lee taught JKD at back in, what year was that? Do you remember?
1967.
Wow.
Through 70, right?
Through 70, right?
Yeah.
67 through 70.
February of 67. Yeah, we noticed the brick walls that stayed the same. They look exactly the same as they did in the 60s. That's how we were able to find the school.
And what was that photo you said that there was a picture of Bruce coming out of the porch that you know of?
Yeah, Bruce is coming out. You can see his Porsche in the picture. He's walking towards the school, and James Lee is also in the shot. And there's a couple of guys like kind of looking at him like, hey, I think I know who that is. And but it was right here. That's where he parked his car. And yeah, Kareem used to come train at this school. Little Joe used to come here.
They were all here, right?
Oh,
this is where it all started, guys, right here.
This one here, Charlie, this is an original Bruce Lee business card.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's from back in '67, I believe. And what's interesting about this card is that Bruce Lee, if he met you and he thought you were a potential student, he'll write down the address of his school on the card.
So that's his real handwriting.
This is his real handwriting.
That's fantastic.
This is a school in LA, 628 College Street in Chinatown. And so he'd send you to the school. And then when you went to the school and Dan Inosanto thought that you'd be a right student, so he'll sign he'll actually fill out the schedule for the school.
Wow. So when was this guy going to be taking classes? When is that, Tuesday and Thursday?
It says, Tuesday from 8 to 9, Thursday 8 to 9, Saturday 2:30 to 3:30, and Sunday 1:30 to 2:30.
Wow, imagine that. So you could have been a student going to this class, and Bruce would have been teaching it with Danny and Santos
Absolutely,
back
man.
in the late 60s. How cool would that have been?
That's why I'm holding on to
That
the
is a
card.
great piece, man.
Just in case the school ever opens up again.
That's a fantastic piece. All right.
When Bruce is shooting the Green Hornet, Dan Inosanto would run the school while Bruce is, filming and stuff. And Bruce would come down and teach some classes, and then he had his private lessons at his home. But this was Bruce Lee's LA Chinatown school right here.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm glad we stumbled across this.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could take you guys on this little Bruce Lee journey here today. I hope you guys have been enjoying this episode. I know we had a lot of fun here today, Steve.
Oh yeah,
and
find a key and try to get inside.
there we go.
All
All right, man, thanks. So now we are coming up to the house that was owned by Bruce Lee in Culver City, California from 1967 to around 1969. And he used to work out on the front lawn with the famous brick wall in the background, as you can see here, where he is doing some medicine ball work designed to strengthen his abdominal muscles with his student and friend Ted Wong. Bruce Lee moved here after his season with the Green Hornet got canceled in 1967. And he lived in this house during the same time he opened up his LA JKD school that we just visited over in Chinatown. So there you go. That was Bruce Lee's house at 4114 Van Buren Place, Culver City, California. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this Bruce Lee journey. I'm glad to have my buddy Steve Walling here with me today. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're new and you like what you saw today, please hit the like button and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, Charles Damiano from the Bruce Lee Collection saying, have fun collecting, and we'll see you next week. Steve, let's see the back of your shirt here for a second.
This was a great journey.
Steve has my collectible t-shirt on. Have fun collecting. If you guys haven't ordered this, please make sure to order this t-shirt. And for those of you who know, Steve is our master Bruce Lee painter. He's actually just donated another Bruce Lee painting, an Enter the Dragon one, which you guys are just gonna love, and we're gonna give it away on the next giveaway episode. So Steve, I wanted to thank you for that painting. Man, you want to say anything about that painting?
Yeah, good luck to everybody on the painting. And that one's really special to me because I took it off of an image of the first photo I ever had on Bruce Lee.
From Enter the Dragon,
From
right?
Enter the Dragon, before I even know who Bruce Lee was. So you guys enjoy, and good luck to anybody that enters. Subscribe.
Thank you guys.
Bye.